Welcome to the Linking Slinkies podcast, hosted by me, Howie.
And me, Al.
Just a couple of mates who thought we were pretty fun in high. We were shit in high school. Like, we weren't even that funny. What are we even doing here? Anyway,
roll with it.
Okay, all right. We're gonna catch up now. The Roll Dads are busy schedules.
Catch up every week to discuss the good old days as well as what's going on nowadays in our lives. So if you're into the Linking Slinkies, then this is the podcast for you.
Subscribe for new episodes every Monday, 8 a.m. And remember, never try to fix your mate's Slinky.
Send us an email at linkingslinkies@gmail.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, blah, 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 blah. I'm so excited for this episode, mate. You have no idea.
We have been waiting for this episode a long time, haven't we? And it has just landed on the best day. We're filming on a Friday.
Yeah.
Because life got in the way on a Thursday. But for everyone, it's Al's birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday, me.
Happy birthday, Al.
19.
19. All right. Don't look a day over 40, mate.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was nice. I got some breakfast, well, almost breakfast in bed. I don't really like breakfast in bed. I don't know about you, but I don't like crumbs in the bed. But I got breakfast made and the girls made me some stuff and I got a voucher for a float tank. Do you know what a float tank is?
Oh, yeah, the float tank.
Yeah. So I've done it once before. It was pretty good, float tank. So we'll see how we go. I don't know how long it is. The last one was 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I sort of just needed like an hour to fully get into it.
Yeah.
Because I was really paranoid. Oh, anyway, I should explain what a float tank is.
Yeah, maybe talk about what a float tank is.
Basically, it's this special, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a capsule, pretty much. It's like a futuristic capsule. It's filled with really salty water or like magnesium. What are they called? Magnesium salts or Epsom salts, whatever it's called, whatever they put into it. But basically, it's like a bath with an enclosure. And you sit in this and it's pitch dark and you can have some nice music on there. It's pretty much like, imagine meditating on steroids.
Yeah, people have told me that if you're very anxious, it's not something you want to do. Like just freak out laying in the dark in this thing. Especially
if you're claustrophobic. But it doesn't feel like you're trapped. It actually feels like you're in an ocean sort of thing. It's really good. You'd like it, mate. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, I do want to try it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have they got float tanks in Tamworth?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's some places I got it.
Yeah, you should try it too. I think it's worth it to try as well. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it was a good birthday morning so far, mate. Now we're doing a podcast. What else do you want to do on your birthday?
Mate, I don't know. We did the podcast day after my birthday.
Yeah, it wasn't quite.
It's been pretty close. Yeah. Which is good. But mate, I just want, like, I prepared a little something for you.
Okay. All right. For everyone listening, Howie's bringing out his guitar, so you might just want to skip ahead.
Just going to serenade you, you know?
I'm ready. Into my eyes, mate. That's our song. How did you know?
That's our song. I remember from last year, mate.
Just like listening to that once a year.
Just learnt that song 10 minutes ago. I'm basically a musician now. You know how all our friends that can play guitar can just listen to a song and play it. Yeah, like I've listened to that song for 30 years and read it on here, and I just play it.
I asked Garth the other day because I sent him a meme about sheet music. I'm like, can you look at a music sheet and just hear it? And he's like, sort of. How crazy would that be to look at music and just hear it?
It's like a language, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It's insane. But thank you very much, mate. That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Has anyone ever played you happy birthday on your birthday before?
Let
me narrow it down. Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Let me narrow it down. Has anyone ever played it that good?
No.
No. There we go.
All right. Next year on
glad I
your
was
birthday, you popped my cherry. Next year on your birthday, I'll play. See if I can top that, mate. Thank you very much, mate. What else did you want on your birthday, mate? What else?
I don't know. One more could you want?
That's it.
It's
beautiful, mate. Beautiful. I want to get into this episode so bad, guys. Straight to the end. This is going to be a good one. But anyway, mate, how was your week?
Mate, busy week. Just so much on. But just ticking it off. Just have a list. Have a list of things to do. Ticking and flicking. Yeah. Just have a list of things to do.
Do you have a list? Do you actually do a list?
Yeah, I got a book here with everything I got to do.
Yeah.
Plus, like, I have a heap of lists. I've got one on the computer. I've got one in my notes. Yeah. I have a list to check my lists. Just lists everywhere. But basically what happens is I just leave it to the last second and then I get it done. I do really well under pressure.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I find Google Calendar really helps me because the reminder on your phone, you can set it like 15 minutes before, an hour. I set 15 minutes before, an hour before, 6 hours before, and the day before. If it's really important, so I'm not missing it. Because otherwise it just comes up and you just swipe away and you don't get it.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty bad at that, like notifications in calendar.
Yeah.
Like I just, as soon as I see it, I turn it off and I just don't do it. Like order gas. Like, why is gas not automated? Like, why can't I just like hit a button and a gas bottle just shows up? But no, I call them. I got to pay it over the phone. I always forget and then I run out of gas.
I have an email because I email myself as well. I get more emails from myself than anyone else. I've got one right now. The subject line, guess what it is?
Roast Howie.
Order gas. and we have 2 gas bottles. So when we run out of one, you flick over the other one. Yeah. But if I forget to order gas and we run out of that second one, we don't have hot water.
Yeah. How many times have you called them on a Friday begging them to get there that day?
I'll do anything for gas, bro.
They're like, I'll see if we've got one on the truck.
Yeah.
They always give me the same thing. Oh, we'll see if there's one available on the truck, but you've really got to get it in early. Every time they've had it on the truck. So now I don't feel guilty anymore.
Yeah. Why do you not have it on the truck? You're a gas company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I always convince them. And it's getting to the point now they're like, you can't have it today, Dylan. I'm like, no, it's fine. I don't need it today.
Yeah. Well, this is a reminder for everyone listening. Go order gas. I'm sure you forgot.
What are you gas? How was your week, mate?
Busy week, mate. Busy week. Had a really busy week at work. Just flat out dealing with Telstra. I'm sure anybody that's ever dealt with Telstra before knows what I'm talking about. And just dealing with some other micromanagement, not directly from my manager or my team, but from this other team that's doing a project. Mm-hmm. Getting about 12 emails a day that are just worthless team meetings that should be an email, and just fun. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Going to take the girls to the show. There's a Bin Lee show. It's called a show, right?
Yeah.
So they call it, I don't know if it's a Queenslander thing, but they call it a fair.
Yeah, okay.
We always call it a show in Tamworth, but they call it a fair, it's because it's the Bin Lee Fun Fair.
The Fun Fair.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess in America,
marketing team did they pay to come up with that?
Yeah. All right, guys. Fair sounds too plain. All right. 4 weeks, we've done it. Fun Fair. You're promoted. To the Fun Fair.
I just remembered I got called up for jury duty. Did I tell you that?
Oh, no.
And I couldn't do it. Just work was too crazy. But I really wanted to.
Yeah.
And then I just remembered your experience for jury duty, and I just really wanted to go. Like how you loved it until you had to give the verdict, and then you're like, no.
Did I speak about that on the pod?
I don't think so yet.
Okay, so basically, I don't think I'm going to get in trouble for it. But if I've told you this story, whatever. But for jury duty, I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. This is exciting. At first I wanted to get out of it, but I thought, oh, whatever, I'm going to go with it. Because I've never seen inside a courtroom. Thank God. Hear that, Mum? I'm a good boy. Anyway, So we get there.
You will after this story.
And I'm like, oh, this is so exciting. Anyway, in the case, I won't give specific details, but anyway, they're like, all right, here's the case. Let's just say it involved a stepfather and the daughter. And I hear that, and I'm just like, shit. Oh, well, maybe I won't get called up, because you got to get you called up.
Yeah.
Like through this. It's like a shitty version of Lotto. Anyway, they draw your name out and they're like, first one, Brandon, Alex. God damn it.
I've never won anything.
Woo, what the win. The best week of your life. Anyway, so it's hard. It's actually hard because this specific case was, without getting into, I don't want to get too much details anyway, but basically there wasn't much hard evidence. It was more just basically at the end of the day, it came down to this person said this and this person said this. Who do you believe more? Go decide. By the way, if you decide this way, this person goes to jail. Anyway, have fun with that. See you in 2 hours. And we're all getting in the back room and we're like, what? And then anyway, in the end, it turned out we went one way and we're like, and they go, oh, you can stay back after the verdict. Because we were asking before, how long will they be sentenced to in jail? And they're like, we can't tell you because that could influence the outcome. Because if we just say a year, you'll probably just go, oh yeah, that's not too bad. But if we say 100 years, you'll go too bad, right? So like, oh, we'll stay back to hear the verdict because this person was found guilty in the end. And we go, oh, the mum in the courtroom was with 2 other sons. They screamed, no. She started bawling, crying, screaming. And we, the jurors, looked at each other and then the judge is like, jurors, would you like to stay for sentencing? And we're like, fuck no, bye.
There's this guy sitting in a prison in Brisbane, just sharpening a shit. Brandon. He can just picture your face. He's chiseled your face into his wall and he's coming for you.
That was actually really tough, man. Like, I legit lost sleep over that. You know, it's really, really, I don't envy anybody in that situation. And the fact it wasn't hard evidence, you know, at the end of the day, do you trust this person or do you trust this person based off a few stories, you know, and a couple of tears and stuff? What do you do? And then eventually you just come to a choice.
That's so easy to spin a story. Like,
I'm good at
the Bible. The Bible.
Here we go.
But yeah, you know, he's probably innocent.
Don't fucking tell me that. Honestly, and look, he could have appealed. So I didn't want to Google it after because you can find out case information afterwards. Most cases, it wasn't a huge case too. So I didn't want to. He could appeal and he could get another trial or whatever it's called and stuff. So in my head, they got another trial and that jury decided whether that person goes to jail or not. Yeah,
it wasn't your fault. Yeah, you were just a warm up.
It was tough.
Stretching him out. Yeah,
I could imagine,
that would have been tough.
Yeah, I could imagine it's tough being a juror. If you've ever done jury duty and you can let us, I don't know, is that I didn't always feel weird about talking about it because it's like.
Did they tell you couldn't?
100% during the processing.
Yeah.
I don't recall them saying you can't say anything afterwards.
Yeah. Well, if it's public, like if it's in the news and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's hard anyway. But if you've ever done jury duty and you can let us know, send us an email. I'd like to know. Interesting.
Do we get any feedback on our normal things that are weird?
So I've not yet because that episode is coming out. We're recording this a bit early. But I was thinking as well. So on last week's episode, Howie brought up the topic of normal things that are weird, such as you mentioned a zoo. It's very normal to go to the zoo, but it's weird. It's weird to have animals there. Look at that elephant. Yeah, that is sort of weird. What else did you say last episode?
Plants, like that we
Plants, yeah.
take a plant out of its environment and put it in a pot
So weird.
and just make it grow there. It's like having someone, like if you had a human in your basement, just tied up and you're just watering it. Like that's illegal. You can't do that. But plant, we can take out of the environment, shove it in a pot and just lock it away and water it every now and again. Perfectly normal.
So I was thinking buying fruit, right? When bananas hit $5 a kilo, everybody will shit their pants and say, bloody $5. It takes a year to grow a banana.
Yeah.
A year. We're growing bananas. It's hard to grow a banana. I get that they've got a lot of banana trees and stuff, but fruit, it's so cheap and it takes so long. Same as nuts. If you look on the, we buy the nuts from Aldi and they can be a bit expensive. It takes like 5 years for a nut tree, whatever, nut tree.
Nut tree.
My favorite porno. A nut tree to grow and produce nuts. And you're like, oh, it's bloody $10 a kilo. They're expensive. Yeah. No, that's cheap. Yeah. You go grow your own nuts.
Go grow your own nuts. Wait 5 years for them. Yeah. It's sorry that you can just go to the shop and get them. Yeah. It's so weird. I like to think about how many chickens there are in the world that we kill. But it makes me sad at the same time. But like, how many chickens do? Like, there's so much chicken. Like, everywhere has some sort of chicken. Yeah. You have chicken in your fridge. The grocery store has chicken. KFC has chicken. A Porto has chicken. Red Rooster has chicken. Macca's has chicken. Like, how many chickens?
Yeah.
How many chickens?
Yeah. I agree. So normal but weird. And also making a phone call. I'm still amazed. I was always amazed as a kid. I was like, how does the phone work? How is my voice going to this other person? And now with a smartphone, I can, using the power of the internet, I'm talking to you in real time with video. Yeah. It's amazing.
It's a portal.
This is amazing. I can call somebody on the other side of the world now for free.
Yeah.
You've never been able to do that in history, ever.
And look at them.
In real time. And then if Skype gets a bit blotchy or lags a second, you're like, fucking Skype, it's all dumb, it's so bad. No, it's amazing, it's awesome. Don't forget it, right? It's amazing. Go call somebody and just say, this is amazing. I'm talking to you on the phone. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's and then people try to explain it. Oh, it goes through invisible waves in the air. Yeah. What do you mean it goes through invisible waves in the air? How is my face?
That doesn't help.
Just explain it. Yeah, no, it doesn't help. I thought of a new one on the chicken thing is like how much we enjoy fried chicken skin.
Oh, I love chicken skin.
Yeah, like
pork skin.
And pork skin. Yeah, pork, like pork crackle.
Oh.
Like it's just fried skin and we're just loving it.
Imagine if instead of going, do you want some pork crackle? Oh yeah, I'd love some pork crackle. You're like, want some pork skin?
I just skin this word. I just skin this animal, rub some salt and oil on it, chucked in the oven as hot as it can go. Now I got this biscuit. You want it?
In Germany, they use the word for meat is Fleisch, which is flesh. So they always like, do you want some pork flesh? No, can you not use that word? I don't want to eat flesh. Meat? Yeah, I'll eat meat all day. Do you want some flesh? Yeah. I don't think so. That is weird. Yeah. But my kids love the chicken skin. When we get a barbecue chicken, they're like, eat all the skin first.
Yeah.
Can't be good for you.
Normal things that are weird. It's like all that I think about now, just normal things that are just weird.
Yeah, send us your normal things that are weird. So buying fruit. Next time you're at the Aldi or Coles or Woolies, wherever you shop, IGA, whatever, Jack the Slashes.
Jack the Slashes?
That's an old school reference for my mum. Just don't be upset that the fruit costs a little bit more. Anyway. Yeah. And make a phone call. Grow your own fruit, grow your own nuts, make a phone call and eat some pork flesh. That was a great episode last week, mate. But we had some comments from the previous episode. You know what really grinds my gears? Part 2.
All
on
right.
YouTube. So if you're just listening on the podcast, you can listen to us on YouTube. Go subscribe there so we can actually get some subscribers from there.
Subscribers.
So this comment reads, what really grinds my gears is, now this is a long one, ready? I'm going to run through it. Jars that are hard to open. I feel like
it's fair.
Cans of food that don't have pull rings. Okay. As a woman, I have stubble on my face and hairs growing where they shouldn't be. Okay. Bananas are nearly always green when you buy them, but then you feel like eating them that one day and they ripen, they taste chalky. Okay. But yeah, I agree with it. You buy a green banana and you go to eat it the next day and it's black.
Yeah.
Every diet I go on for 3 months, I lose weight. And then 2 weeks later, I'm gaining it all back at a fast rate. Well, mate, if only they hired a nutritionist or PT at 1220 Coaching. They'll be able to help with that. That's a real thing, though. How many rebound clients do you get, mate?
Not very many because we teach them.
No, sorry, no, not that come to you. That that you've had. I've tried this diet, I've tried that diet, and every time I go off it, you rebound back to it. Dylan Howson has a solution. Hit up 1220. Neighbors who smoke weed and it comes through your window and you feel as high as them as you're saying how much it stinks. That's just free weed.
Yeah, that's why you're upset.
Barking dogs at night that set your whole street of dogs barking. Oh, you could relate to that, mate.
I don't hear anyone else's dogs. I don't hear my dogs.
Sure. Walking into a bedroom and forgetting what it was that you go in there for. Yeah, how many times have you gone into another room and gone, what was I in here for? That's a good one. Leaving my long grocery shopping list on the table as I get my trolley and remember where it is, then getting home and realizing that what I needed the most, I forgot. Yeah, that's a good one. Use your phone for that one. Yeah. Items running out of warranty just outside the expiry date. Oh, yeah. I think manufacturers do that deliberately. Yeah, when I hear it's got a 5-year warranty, I'm like, that's going to break in 6 years. They know it. And doctor appointments that take hours to see them, then you talk to them for 10 minutes. Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Especially when you feel guilty when you get into a doctor's office and you're like, oh, I don't want to take up too much of your time, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And they're like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
My time is just as important as theirs, so don't overbook patients. Agreed. Wow, I feel better now. I've blurted that out. That's a good grinding of gears. I like that one.
That's a lot of, I think that was a therapy session, I feel.
Yeah. And we've got one more comment on the grinding of gears. You know what really grinds my gears? People that are too fancy to use their indicators. Yeah, not using your blinker. Yeah. Like how hard is it to flick your finger to turn on your blinker? Yeah, I can't stand not using the blinker. Even if you think no one's around, just use it. It's not that hard. You'd think that it's common sense and mutual respect on the road to let other people that you can't read your mind know where the F you are going. But no, apparently not. Sometimes I have to tell myself that there is bigger things to worry about and how lucky I am that I don't have bone cancer to not succumb to road rage. Exactly. Next time you're about to have road rage, just think, at least I don't have bone cancer. That was good. Grinding of gears is always good, mate.
Grinding gears.
We've got to have a part 3 for that.
Yeah, it's a recurring segment.
Yeah, recurring episode. That'll be good. So thanks for. I really love comments. That really makes me happy when people comment on stuff, especially when they're as good as that. Next, mate, did you hear about this? So there's this band called Brass Against. They're a pretty cool band. They got a lot of trumpets and brass instruments and stuff. But their lead singer is a female singer, and she peed on one of her fans. Did you see it? Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet. No, I haven't seen it. I only heard about this morning, though.
So I seen the video when it first, probably happened a week ago since we're recording this, but basically I didn't even know the band or anything, but I just seen this video on Reddit and Or basically it's just a chick singing. There's a guy lying down and she's singing and she squats down and she pees on the thing. And it's a lot of pee too. I didn't realize how much pee. It was like, anyway, she peed on this fan. And now everyone got upset and they're like, oh, this is just taking it too far, blah, 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 blah. No, that's awesome. She didn't just pee on a random guy in the audience. He wanted to be peed on. Who cares? It's punk rock. It's music. It's just go wild. Music's supposed to be crazy. Music's supposed to be wild. You're in a mosh pit. You're seeing a performance. You're not there to hold hands and kiss each other. And
not get peed on.
Not get peed on. I paid my $30 for a ticket. I want piss on my face. You can pee on me.
If you're upset about it, like you didn't get pissed on.
Exactly.
So it's not your problem.
But I think they issued an apology on the Instagram page, like, oh, we're sorry, this lead singer got a bit carried away, blah, blah, blah. They should have just went like, nah, he consented. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
You know I love death metal. You know I love heavy metal. I love punk rock. This is right up my alley. I'm all for it. Go pee on your fans if they want it. Just do it. Go crazy. It's like when COVID happened and the vaccine came out, a lot of bands are like, oh, make sure you stay healthy, stay safe, get your vaccine. Anyway, here's our song, I Hope You Fucking Die, off our album, Fuck You and Fuck Your Grandma and Fucking Kill Everyone. No. Right? You can't have a song, I Hope You Die, and be like, make sure you get your vaccine and stay safe. I don't need that from you.
It just became the next thank you to everyone that traveled.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
But I'm all for there used to be this, do you know Gigi Allen?
No.
Have you heard of Gigi Allen? He was this punk rocker back in the day. He used to shit and piss on stage, and he's famous. He threw shit on his audience. But anyway, you know why you're going to a G. He's long dead of a heroin overdose. But that you're going there. It's a theatrical show. You know, he'll cut himself. He'll get blood and shit on you. Maybe this fan didn't go to set out to get piss on his face, but he's in the moment. He didn't regret. He didn't come out on Twitter and go, oh, I got abused by this lady, piss on my... No, anyway, I'm all for it. It's a bad... Did we talk about the Nirvana boy from the album cover?
Yeah. Oh, no, we haven't actually.
So
I think we touched on it, but didn't go into it. Yeah.
Everybody knows the Nirvana Nevermind album cover. It's a naked boy, like young baby boy, I don't know, 2 or 3, whatever, on an album cover, swimming in a pool. He recreated that photo 12 different times as he went through his life. He has Nevermind tattooed on his chest, and now he's suing the band for trauma.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Stop. I hate to call people... It's not as if he was just swimming in the pool and the band just went, that'd be a good photo. Take that naked little boy.
Like I don't know the whole story, but I assume that he's swimming and someone's gone, oh, that'd be a good photo.
It was a photo shoot. Band. It was a photo shoot. Yeah. The parents agreed to it before, whatever, they signed all the stuff, and now he's just asking for money. Anyway, but I'm sure we might have talked about that before. But basically, I think anything goes with willing participants. If you're a fan of metal and you've been to a metal show, you've been punched, you've been hit, you've been pushed, you've been knocked over. It happens. You know why you're going there. But it comes back to, as well as Travis Scott, which don't get me started on that guy. But basically, at his concert, would you rather go? I'd rather go to see Brass Against and get pissed on than go to a Travis concert and die. Right?
You can still live after having piss on you. Yeah.
Yeah. And it makes you stronger.
makes you stronger. Absolutely.
I'm all for it. I love punk rock. I'm all for anarchy. I'm all for craziness. I love it. So anyway, don't get upset by a bit of pee.
Yeah. Man, I'm so excited for the end of this podcast. That's all I can
think of. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So I've been pretty good with TikTok lately. I've been culling my obsession a bit, cutting it down.
You sent me less videos this week.
Yeah, I've been pretty good this week.
Still a shitload I haven't seen yet. I think there's 6 there waiting for me to read.
That's
I just
pretty
haven't
good.
had time to read yet. But yeah, that's good. Like normally it's a day, 6 a day.
I've been noticing these weird TikTok lives though. So TikTok lives are weird. So I'll give you a couple that I see all the time. The main one I see all the time is this guy saying jet. Have you seen this? He's saying jet.
No.
It's basically, I'll try and describe it. The camera is pointed at a little iPad or tablet with an app that's counting every time he says jet. So every time he says jet, it goes up, 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 up. But if people send him a gift, he can send gifts on TikTok, he'll minus whatever. Or if he gets a follow or certain gift, he'll minus.
Yeah.
Jet. And then he'll go, oh no, stop following me. And he'll go minus, minus, minus. And it's just counting up this number. He had 10,000 viewers last night. 10,000 people were watching this guy go, jet. No, stop gifting me. Jet. Guys, stop with the follow. Stop with the roses. This is how he's talking. Stop it, guys. Jet. 10,000 followers. I looked at his page. He's got millions of likes, millions of followers. I don't get it. You must get something from a gift from TikTok. I think you might be able to get gift cards or something from them. It's insane. If you're watching this jet guy, stop it. Anyway, the other one I see was, do you remember Flappy Bird?
Yeah.
So Flappy Bird was an app back in the day, and it was just a bird that you controlled. It's a game that you get through these pipes, these Mario-esque pipes. It's a loop of this Flappy Bird going through the pipes because he was on a very high score. It's a very notoriously hard game. You can tell he's not actually playing it. And once again, stop with the gifts. It's on my screen. I can't. Oh my God, stop with the follows. I can't see. I don't know who's watching these TikTok lives and sending. It costs money to send these gifts. Who's paying to hear a guy go, no, stop with the follows, guys? It's insane. I don't understand these TikTok lives. And the other TikTok lives I see it's always a chick. Oh, well, no, it's a guy as well. They're eating this close to the camera. It drives me insane. Everyone's eating on TikTok lives, and they'll scroll through the comments and they'll go, no. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. They don't even read the question out. They're just replying to answers. It's annoying. Anyway, TikTok lives are done. Have you ever watched a TikTok live?
I'm bored hearing about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I could watch it.
Anyway,
that
I'm on
sounds
TikTok
frustrating.
live right now with this podcast. I was thinking of that before. I was like, we should go live.
We should go live. We should do it live. Yeah.
We'll
when we catch up, we'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do a TikTok live, and we won't say Jet. I promise.
We won't say Jet. We'll say Tim.
Tim. And the last point I need to bring up before we get into the pièce de la résistance of this episode is, do you know what Microsoft Teams is? You're familiar with Teams? Basically, everybody listening doesn't know what Microsoft Teams is. Consider yourself lucky. But basically, every office now uses Microsoft Teams to manage their groups, to chat, to call. You can call through it. You can message through it. You can do calendar appointments. It's actually pretty good. But they're updating Teams, and it's I've seen this on Reddit, and it's just Microsoft will now snitch on your work life. So basically, I'm going to summarize this quickly because this is probably pretty boring for everyone. But basically, if you're using Teams at work, I don't know if it's right now, but it's coming. It judges how well of an employee you are based off how often you praise your coworkers.
Yeah.
So we can tell that you're not giving enough praise, or you're giving bad praises, or being mean to your other coworkers. Automatically.
Why?
Because your boss needs to know if you're a good employee or not. Of course.
Okay.
But this is the thing. It's like your social credit score. It's judging you based off comments. But imagine if we got judged off our messages on Facebook. We've been pretty good lately, but other times we're pretty straight. I don't say to my friends, I value your opinion a lot. You're just like, get fucked, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, what point does that serve? Like, I guess it stops bullying, kind of, but they're going to find a different way to bully.
Exactly. Or you'll be you're the best employee ever.
Yeah.
Which
is then
really
bullying.
appreciate your work. It's so good and on time. And then Microsoft Teams, you are doing very good. Keep praising Alex when you're just being really sarcastic.
Yeah. I just make 2 accounts and just talk nicely to myself all the time.
Yeah. Number 1, employee of the month. But if you're using Teams at work, just be careful. They're going to snitch on you. But just be also, as a person that works in IT, you can see everything on a work laptop.
Yeah, if you need to.
If you need to. So that's the thing. If there's a reason for them to look, there'll be a reason to look. But there is 6,000 employees at your business, you're not going to stand out.
Yeah.
You could be right most of the time. Just be a bit mindful.
Yeah, just make sure it's not weird porn that you watch when you go on like away.
Just normal porn.
Just the normal stuff in the motel, using the motel Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Pretty much you can be tracked on anything these days.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. Unless you use Tor and Tails. Look into that if you really want.
Yeah.
I'm ready, buddy. All right. So
you ready?
You explained it. I'm too excited.
Okay. So one of ours and my favorite YouTube videos is like the roast of celebrities, where it's like this huge dinner, like a ball. They sit up the front and they have a host. It's like generally by the people of SNL. And I think one of the best ones was James Franco or Justin Bieber, where this Bieber was best, where they just roast them. Bieber had to sit in the middle and like 10 people are there and they just take turns roasting each other. And then they have to roast Bieber at the end of it. It's like 10 people do 10 different speeches. And then at the end, Bieber got to do a reply, which was obviously written by someone. But yeah, the reply was pretty good. And like the audience is just there, like an awards night. They're all black tie, having dinner at these round tables and stuff like that. It's like real fancy roast. Brutal and just incredible show. And I think they're taking them off YouTube because it's really hard to find them now. Like there used to be full episodes and stuff. And now it's just tiny bits.
Clips.
Anyway, Alex and I thought we would attempt to roast each other. Like, let's see how it goes. None of what we're saying is true or might be, but we very much love each other. Everything's going to be okay. We're just going to let each other have it for 5 minutes each.
Yeah, so people know what a roast is, though, like the roast joke.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, roast is trying to be as offensive to insult the other person as possible.
Well, it's a joke. Yeah.
And it's a joke.
Yeah, so you take a real element from a person's life and you make fun of it. If you grew up in Australia, you got roasted every day.
Yeah, it just wasn't called that.
Yeah.
Banter. Yeah.
Banter, yeah.
Okay.
All right, who's going first? You or me?
You're going first because I wrote mine like just as we were getting on this because I was unprepared. Yeah. Whereas you've been messaging me all week with jokes and stuff, and I literally wrote this just before.
Okay, so like Howie said, please don't, anybody listening, don't take offense. I'm just joking around here. These are all jokes. We love each other, and also the other things that I make fun of in here are just a joke. So just everyone chill out and be cool, all right?
All right.
And these are, I don't know. I don't know how to write a roast joke either. I know how to do band.
What if we cry? What happens?
We'll get more views. Clickbait.
Man in Dolphins jersey cries.
I also don't know how to really write a roast joke. Like I've listened to a lot of them, but it's sort of hard when you go to write one down. So please go easy on me if you're listening. That might sound a bit cringy or bad or whatever. Anyway.
Fuck them. Let's do it.
All right. You know, Howie isn't circumcised. They tried, but Temworth Hospital just didn't have small enough scissors. They did, however, manage to confirm the extra chromosome. So, congratulations on free Centrelink for the rest of your life. Don't spend it on hats, mate. I can tell when Howie edits things on our podcast, there's whiteout all over the monitors. Now, that's an inside joke for you. All right, ready? Let me do an impression of Howie when he starts recording. You know, Howie has more ticks than a stray dog. Smells worse too. At least stray dogs still have their balls. Maybe you could go check on your 15 dogs in the puppy mill you're running in your backyard, mate. Howie's feet are flatter than Miley Cyrus's ass. At least your ass is more tanned, right? Or do you not fake tan your ass? Howie lost his hair at the ripe old age of 17. I've seen cancer patients with more hair on their head. They say you are what you eat, but I've never seen you eat a bald eagle. But your beard looks great, mate. But I forgot to ask, was it hard joining ISIS, or are they just letting any cuck in now? Your beard looks like a disabled bird's nest. My pubes are better groomed, thanks to Manscaped. But Howie's business is going really well. How are your 4 clients going? I bet you always dreamed of quitting your job and starting your own business just to mop dicks on the gym floor. Howie's back is more fucked than Sasha Grey in a gangbang. Add on your knees for a real orgy of your body getting fucked, followed by a breakdown. Howie was asked to a guy's house to stick little pricks into him. He was so disappointed when it was just acupuncture. Not sure why you came home with hickeys all over your body, but whatever helps you recover. I love you, buddy. That's all I got.
That's all you got? Okay. That was very good. Yeah. The hickeys was hard to explain.
Yeah.
Very good, mate.
A couple of inside jokes there too. Just that.
Yeah, a couple of inside jokes. Okay. Very good. Righto. Let's do this. You ready? I wrote mine sort of like a speech instead of joke for joke.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Mate, I want this to be a positive roast. Like I wanted one that inspires people to know that their life is not that bad. Okay. Like it could be worse. That could be you. You came into my life so long ago now. And all I can say is that it's a good thing you're adopted. So you didn't have to look at people that look like you. It's pretty tough. I'm so sorry about how insecure you are about your monobrow. I didn't think it looks that bad. Kind of looks like an old ratty tug of war rope with both teams at the end are 6 foot tall hairy Maoris and the middle of the rope is barely hanging on. I understand you don't have lawn right now, but when I asked if you had a mower, I wasn't talking about your lawn. I love how you tried to grow a beard like me, except your eyebrows just connected to your neck. It's made a boundary around your face, which isn't a bad thing. It's kind of like a moat. And your nose is the castle. I'll always remember your first hemorrhoid. We called it Samantha. It was kind of like a third testicle, and it's not as if you haven't ever had a testicle slap against your cheeks before. I don't want to bring up the fact that you're 7 foot tall into this, but you're such a beautiful man. I had no other choice. You're so tall, no matter where you go, you can still see your house. You remind me of a giraffe that barely has its shit together. You're so tall that when you get a haircut, the barber classifies it as a hike and sticks a flag on top of your head. They also get to tick it off their bucket list. You make Happy Meals unhappy. When you cut onions, the onions cry. I'm not going to talk about your kids or your ability as a father. You're an incredible dad. They're so lucky to have you. It just must be tough that they pretend they don't know you in public. It must be the $4 hat. Should have spent the $50. That's my uncle. None of these are insults. I'm just describing you for our listeners at home.
That's it.
Al, happy birthday. I love you, Bubba Boy. I appreciate you worrying about me, but please don't worry about me. Just worry about your eyebrows. I want to leave you with this. You're as useless as the letter UE in Q. Peace out. There we go.
Well done.
That's all I got. That's
well
okay.
done. I'm just gonna have a quick cry and then we'll.
I booked my psychologist straight after this, just in case.
Oh, that was good, mate. That was good. That was good roast.
Good roast. I like the cancer patient joke. That's probably my favorite.
What about your flat feet, mate?
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
I forgot about my hemorrhoid too. It's been pretty good lately.
Yeah. I don't know why we called it Samantha. I don't think we did, but that's just I just went with that. Samantha playing up again, mate.
That was fantastic. What a great podcast,
Good.
mate. I love that. That was great. Mate.
Good.
I'm going to think
Good
of more
episode.
too later.
We'll do a roast again. We'll get someone on and we'll roast them.
Yeah, that'd be
And they
good.
have to reply. Yeah. You reckon Tom and Frenchie will come on?
Oh, hopefully one day.
Let's tag him in there. Let's just start a thing to see if they'll do a joint podcast with us.
Or maybe eBay Australia will come on.
eBay Australia, come and explain. They're very upset about that, weren't they?
That was good. Anybody that's listening that doesn't follow us on Instagram, you won't get that. But follow us on Instagram. There's some good shit coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, they were very upset. I left the message for you. I previewed it and I'm like, I'm gonna leave that for you.
yeah.
I ain't no snitch. Yeah.
That was good. Mate. We've done this 20 weeks in a row now.
20 weeks. Week 20.
This is actually today is 5 months. Today is exactly 5 months since we've done our first podcast.
Whoa. Every week. We haven't missed a week yet.
Haven't missed a week yet. So we'll probably be taking a short break off around the Christmas period, just so everyone knows. I'm not sure. We haven't organised that yet. But we'll be back in the new year, hard and strong. Yeah.
Does your mic have the ability to do two there? Like have two people in there?
You can just bring your mic up, mate.
Okay. All right.
Well, we're going to catch up sometime, whether Howie's going to come up or I'm going to go down to Howie or whatever. We're going to catch up for an actual in-person pod that'll go for 3 hours. And we're going to do a drunk pod too. So can't wait for drunk pod.
Neither. Can't wait to get on the ciders.
Yeah. It'll be good. So good things coming for Linking Slinkies.
Good. Yeah.
2022 will be the year of the Slinky, mate. You know how they got the year of the dog, year of the cat, year of the whatever?
Yeah.
Year of the Slinky.
I'm going to petition it to have a Slinky in
Yeah.
there. Great episode. I'm happy. Any plugs we need to give?
Just gave them all. Follow us on social media.
Yeah. I like it.
And as always,
never try to fix your mate's Slinky.
I love you, buddy.
Love ya.